Hello and welcome to Franklin County Home Health Agency's Where the Heart Is. I'm Mary Harwood, host for today's show, sitting in for our regular host Jennifer Dusaplon. Through this monthly show, we bring you information about our agency's programs and services, as well as tips to keep you safe and healthy at home. Today we're celebrating the first anniversary of one of our newest programs, the Nurse Family Partnership. This national program has proven successful in helping new families thrive. We pair a nurse visitor with a first-time young mother for support through her pregnancy and up through the child's second birthday. With me today is the nurse supervisor for our program, Rhonda Desrochers, and one of our nurse visitors, Jessica Boyea. Thank you for being with us. Rhonda, it's been a year since we first started this program, and when you were last on the show, can you sort of bring us up to date? What's happened with the program and what have you accomplished in the first year? I understand there are now several babies as part of the program.
Thank you, Mary. Thanks for having us back. And yes, it's hard to believe, but it's been over a year since we've implemented Nurse Family Partnership in Franklin and Lamoille County. And just to give you a little bit of background, Nurse Family Partnership is a nurse home visiting program that pairs a nurse with a first-time mom, and that nurse visits that first-time mom during her pregnancy and up until the child turns 2 years old. And we have at this point enrolled over 40 families into the program, and our first baby was born last October, and we have 12 babies in the program, and we're counting. We're really excited about it.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of... And you serve all of Franklin County?
We serve all of Franklin County, but we also serve Lamoille County. The program is actually implemented out of Franklin County Home Health Agency, but we also, like I said, we cover all of Franklin and Lamoille County.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. It's a large area.
It is
a
large area.
Driving.
It's a large area, and you know, when we first started out, we started out with myself and two full-time nurses, and we have recently expanded our program because we have been so successful. We've recently hired a half-time nurse to help us cover that large area.
Oh, great.
So it's great. Yeah, we're growing.
So, Jessica, how long have you been with the program, and what drew you to this work?
So I've been with the Nurse Family Partnership for about 6 months. I started in February, and prior to that I was a labor and delivery nurse for about 9 years. And it came clear to me very early on that these women needed a lot of support beyond what I could give them in the delivery room. So I would see them for about 12 hours tops during their delivery, and then I'd answer all their questions while they were there, and I would send them on their way to being brand new moms at home. And these moms are so impressionable and sometimes young that it's a great time to come in and really give them the education that they need throughout their pregnancy and when their children are really young. So that's kind of where I started with wanting to do something beyond just the delivery room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's great. And what's it like with a typical visit? I mean, you go out and how often do you visit, and what do you do when you see the mom and her baby?
Yep, so we start visiting, we try to enroll people before their 28th, well, we do enroll people before their 28th week, and then we visit them until their child is 2 years old. And we visit about every week to 2 weeks until their baby is 20 months, and then we go every month. So it's this very long-term relationship that we build with them. It seems really important to get them in before that 28th week so that we can build a really strong bond and they can trust us before their baby's born and they feel comfortable asking all their questions. And
yeah.
So typical visit, it varies based on the mom. In the beginning, we try and find out what their heart's desire is, and that leads us kind of down the road that we go. Each visit, we give the clients a choice with what they want us to teach them at the next visit. And then sometimes their whole visit is around whatever they need to talk about. So sometimes they have these really pressing issues or crises that they need addressed right then, and so that's what we do. It's just kind of client-led, and we do a lot of demonstration and return demonstration on parenting and parenting skills and how to interact with your baby, a lot of life skills, education, emotional refueling, things like that too. So.
Are there any particular issues and problems you've really run into a lot in the area?
A lot of people have a hard time with housing, some of them with food and employment, transportation, utilities. Those are the sorts of community resources that we connect them with. But, you know, we all have our own issues, so it varies based on each client.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. And how much do you expect of each mother in this program? I mean, what does you go when you visit, but obviously I would assume the mom has to have a role as well?
Yep, we want them to be very active in their participation, having them be able to choose what the topic that they want us to teach them about at the next visit. Like I said, the demonstration and return demonstration that we do. So we demonstrate with these babies right here how to do certain things, whether it's teaching breastfeeding positions, and then they can return demonstrate to us with their own baby. So. It's very active.
When you say make decisions about what they want to learn about, is it just about parenting or?
No, lots of life skills, education, there's nutrition. What else would you say?
Well,
Stress
you know,
management.
I'm sorry,
It's
Jessica,
okay.
but our main goals of the program are to improve pregnancy outcomes and to improve child health and development, and also to help moms become self-sufficient. So our goals are based on that, but we also like to focus on what the mom's goals are for herself and for her baby. So like Jessica said, you know, we talk to the mom about what their heart desire is, and we work from that. So for instance, during pregnancy, we help mom in improving pregnancy outcomes. We help moms decrease their smoking, decrease alcohol and drug use if that's appropriate. We help them we give a lot of support and education around the pregnancy and what to expect during labor and delivery. We do birth education. We do a lot of anticipatory guidance about what to expect when the baby gets here. And like I said, we just work with what their goals are. We help them set their goals and then help them reach their goals. As far as the child is concerned, we help moms to get to know their babies, get to know their baby's disposition and their personalities, and also to help their babies explore their environment safely. We do a lot of, we do growth and development. We assess growth and development of the baby at regular intervals, and again, we just give moms tools to help their babies be the best that they can be.
That's great.
Yeah, we do. We're excited about the work that we do. We really are. We have a lot of positive outcomes coming out already over our first year. Our breastfeeding rate, for instance, is over 91% initiation of breastfeeding. All of our babies have been born at term. So, you know, we're already showing some really positive outcomes.
Yeah. And I know you create some special exercises. Are they called pipes or something?
Yes, and Partners in Parenting Education, PIPE for short. It's activities, and Jessica touched on it a little bit. It's about going in and actually not just teaching moms what to do, but showing them how to do it, because a lot of our moms, you know, unfortunately didn't grow up in environments where they had the opportunity to see how, for instance, just how to play a game with a baby, or how to read to a baby, or like Jessica had touched on breastfeeding and singing to a baby. So those pipe lessons, they're a lot of fun. We have our baby that we bring into the home with us.
They're our babies.
Yes, these are our babies. And we bring our babies into the home, and we model with our babies the activity, and then we ask the mom to, like Jessica said, demonstrate it back to us. It's a lot of fun. Some moms are a little like, I don't know about that, but most moms have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Sounds like fun.
It is fun.
We do. We have a lot of fun with our babies. I mean, for myself, I don't know about the other nurses, but it's probably the most fun part of the visit is when the baby gets here and we're able to help moms interact with their babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So how would an expectant mom find out about this opportunity if she wanted to You know, somebody is out there and they find they're pregnant and they want to keep the baby, and then they say, what's next? Who qualifies? Is anybody eligible? Or
That's a great question.
That's a really good question, Mary. And our criteria are that moms have to be a first-time mom. They also have to be under 20 weeks gestation. We like to enroll them as early in the pregnancy as possible, and actually our program's doing very well in that our average gestational age is around the 15th to 16th week, so it gives us a lot of time to work with moms, build a trusting relationship with them. And then the third criteria is low income. We work with specifically low income moms. Most of our referrals come from WIC, the WIC office or the health department, and also from the obstetricians, both in Lamoille and Franklin County. But moms can definitely refer themselves. There's no wrong way to be referred. We have our brochures in all doctors' offices, even the family practices, but they can also call if they live in Franklin County. They can call 527-7531 if they want to refer themselves, and if they live in Lamoille County, they can call 888-4651. And we'd be happy to come out and talk to them about the program and enroll them and start the process.
Well, that's great. Let's maybe go back a little bit and you know, why is it that you start so early in the program? What does the mother gain out of starting a program like this before their baby is born? And why 20 weeks, is that what, about 6 months?
5
or
months.
5 months?
Well, that's a good question as well, Mary. You know, like I think I had touched on before, the Nurse Family Partnership is a nationwide, it's actually a worldwide program, and it has over 30 years of research behind it. And what the research showed was that enrolling the mom as early in the pregnancy as possible provided the best outcomes. But it also, like I said already, gives us an opportunity just to build that trusting relationship with the mom. And, you know, research is also showing that healthy pregnancies lead to healthy babies. So if we can work with those moms as early in the pregnancy as possible, we can help them have a healthy pregnancy, therefore have a healthy baby.
That's great. And now, is this program just in Franklin and Lamoille counties in Vermont, or you said it's nationwide and international?
That's right. Vermont is actually started implementing the program last year, and it started out with Franklin, Lamoille, Caledonia, Essex, and Orleans. Rutland and Bennington just recently came on, and over the next few months, Washington, Orange, Windsor, and Windham counties will be up and running. So it's going to be almost statewide by the end of the year. So very exciting.
Yeah, so if somebody is watching this and they're from a different area or know someone,
Right.
you could always refer them to the right place.
Absolutely.
Or,
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Call us and we will get them in touch with the right person.
yeah. So, and then as far as the funding of this program, since it is a state program, is it through the Department of Health, or how is this? Who pays for it?
Well, that's a good question too. Well, actually, it's a federally funded program at this point. We were funded through the 2010 Affordable Care Act. Otherwise, I guess some people might call it Obamacare. But they released money from maternal child health programs that were evidence-based. And so, to make a long story short, that's how we're funded, through the federal government.
And so the evidence-based piece, that's another interesting part of this discussion. What are some of those statistics? I mean, what is the evidence? I mean, what's an outcome, not just in general, not just for one mom, but for Vermont or the community?
Well, we'll start with the mom, actually. There's a lot of positive outcomes that the research has proven that Nurse Family Partnership has. And as far as the pregnancy goes, the research has shown a decrease in smoking during pregnancy, a decrease in high blood pressure during pregnancy or incidences of high blood pressure, an increase in the time between the first and second pregnancies and the second and subsequent pregnancies. For the child, the research has proven to decrease incidences of child abuse and neglect, and also to decrease ER visits due to injury for children. But it also increases a child's readiness for school. Children who have been in the Nurse-Family Partnership program have better language skills and also do better on academic tests. It increases employment for moms. The program is proven to get moms back into school, back to work, and have a reduced need for assistance programs. And what I think is really important is the program has also proven to increase the involvement of fathers and partners in the program. So, you know, as far as Vermont goes, or the state or the community, if families are healthy, communities are healthy. If communities are healthy, states are healthy, and it, you know, like it would just never end. It just leads to a better, healthier society.
Yeah, and obviously some really long-term cost savings.
Yes.
Exactly.
As far as healthcare, education, you know, if the child's better able to learn when they get to kindergarten.
That's
Yeah.
right. I mean, it's proven that the research shows that every dollar that's spent on a family and nurse-family partnership, the community saves $5. So it is a good investment.
That's great. That's fantastic. So are there other pieces of this story that we should be telling you? I mean, you should be telling the audience.
Well, we've talked about, I think, most of the program. Unless you have any other questions, I think that we've covered just about everything.
Unless there's something you'd like to show us, are there any of the particular, I know you've got a lot of things here to show, the different props. These are all things that you use in your visits?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, we've already talked about the babies, and we've talked about the PIPE, the Partners in Parenting Education. We also have guidelines that we use. It's kind of a map for us to use and for the moms to use to cue us on what we could be talking about at each
Okay.
and you know, at each time during pregnancy or when the child's born. And we have a lot of DVDs that we take out and let moms view. We have, yeah, we do. We work with a lot of tools, actually.
Yeah, and I know that there's certain milestones throughout the child's life that you mark, as I understand from the program, such as, you know, the birth of the baby or birthdays. How do you mark those?
Well, it's a big celebration. We do, upon enrollment, we provide the mom with a scrapbook that we work on throughout the pregnancy and until the child's 2, and then that becomes a gift to the mom at the end that talks about our journey together and what her journey's been through her pregnancy in the first 2 years. We do mark the birth of the child with a card to the mom or maybe a small gift for the baby. And then just in each PIPE lesson that we give, sometimes if we're talking about reading to the baby, we might provide a book to the mom. If we're talking about floor time and how important floor time is with the baby, we might provide a quilt or a blanket for the baby to have floor time.
Something like this, a little
That's
quilt like
right.
this?
And that's a quilt actually that was very graciously provided to us by the Quilting Guild in Franklin County, and they've been wonderful in making us beautiful, beautiful quilts for our babies.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's a nice, and that's another question getting to, you mentioned community involvement. That's another way. What are some other ways that you get involved with the community and other ways that the community could get involved with the program?
Well, I know, for instance, we have gone over to the Learning Together Center, which is at the Family Center here in Franklin County, and we teach classes to the young moms there. We have done that in the past. I have gone over to the Substance Abuse Counseling Group and talked to them about, just taught classes about refueling is one thing that I can remember going over there and talking to them about. We are under the Children Integrated Services umbrella, which has other professionals that can also provide services in the home for families. And we work very closely with those community partners.
Okay, great. That sounds really good. Yeah. And most of the referrals you say comes through WIC, or what about pediatricians or schools or anything?
Well, we have gone out to the schools and we've talked to the school nurses. We get a lot of our referrals very early in the pregnancy, so we have gotten 1 or 2 referrals outside of WIC and the obstetrician office, but those are our main sources of referrals. But school nurses can refer to us. We have gotten referrals from hospital social workers. We've gotten referrals through the Department of Children and Families. So anybody can refer to us, absolutely, either directly to us, to Nurse Family Partnership at Franklin County Home Health Agency, or through Children Integrated Services.
Or I guess the mom could refer herself?
That's right. And like I said before, if she lives in Franklin County, the number is 527-7531. And if she lives in Lamoille County, it's 888-4651. But you can call either one of those numbers and we're going to be able to serve you.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
This
you.
is all very good. Well, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
It's a great program. It's a great way to really strengthen families in Franklin County and Lamoille
It is.
counties.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
So, and I want to thank everyone for watching today. We hope you'll contact us if you have any questions at all about the Nurse Family Partnership program, or if you know of a young woman who would benefit from their services. We also have information we can help you or with a loved one who would like to stay at home, to remain independent and safe at home. Or if you want any information about any of our other services, just please give us a call also at 802-527-7531. That's our office number, and we want to thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Also, just a little bit of a plug, we have an event coming up in October, our Blue Jean Ball, and we weren't able to bring the quilt with us today, but it's been traveling around the county.